In 2008, a shocking espionage and intelligence leak case occurred in Beijing that stunned the entire nation. Yu Wanjun, the deputy chief designer of China's Dongfeng missile program, sold confidential data of the Dongfeng 31 intercontinental ballistic missile to foreign spies for a mere $20,000. This betrayal directly led to the aftermath of the 1999 National Day military parade, where after China publicly unveiled the Dongfeng 31, Western countries and the Taiwan authorities mocked the missile, claiming the data was fabricated and that it was nothing more than a paper tiger. The story actually began much earlier. In 1987, Wu Weihan, an assistant researcher at the Chinese Academy of Sciences Institute of Biology, was sent to Munich, Germany for overseas studies. He later earned a doctoral degree. During his time abroad, Wu Weihan lived in extreme financial hardship. Every meal and expense had to be carefully calculated. In contrast, his roommate lived lavishly, spending money freely. This stark difference created deep resentment and imbalance in Wu Weihan's heart. The roommate soon realized Wu Weihan's greed and desire for luxury. Eventually, he revealed his true identity, a spy working for Taiwan's military intelligence agency. Instead of rejecting him, Wu Weihan continued associating with him. Before long, he was recruited by Taiwan's intelligence services. He received a monthly subsidy of $1,000, and his wife and daughter were even helped to obtain Austrian citizenship. From that moment on, Wu Weihan completely betrayed his country. He underwent espionage training overseas and was equipped with a large amount of spy equipment. In the early 1990s, Wu Weihan returned to China. To make intelligence gathering easier, he established a drug carrier company in Beijing and packaged himself as a medical research expert. Initially, he only collected basic military weapon information and political economic intelligence, but over time, his ambitions grew bolder. He began targeting China's top-level national defense weapons. On one occasion, Wu Weihan returned to his hometown, Qiqihar, to attend a wedding banquet. During the event, he noticed a refined and well-educated man with an extraordinary demeanor. Sensing an opportunity, Wu Weihan struck up a conversation. Upon learning the man's identity, he was ecstatic. That man was Yu Wanjun, the deputy chief designer of the Dongfeng 31 strategic missile. Wu Weihan insisted on driving Yu home in his Mercedes-Benz. Yu Wanjun, who had never experienced such luxury, reluctantly agreed. From then on, Wu Weihan frequently visited Yu, bringing imported foods and expensive gifts. Witnessing Wu Weihan's seemingly wealthy lifestyle, Yu Wanjun grew increasingly envious. Wu Weihan carefully observed Yu's psychological changes, waiting for the right moment. One evening, after several rounds of drinking, Wu Weihan cautiously hinted that the missile project Yu was involved in was of great interest to the Taiwan authorities. If Yu were willing to reveal even a small amount of information, he could receive generous rewards. Yu Wanjun fully understood what this meant. Yet, already corrupted by temptation, he knowingly leaked missile intelligence despite being aware that Wu Weihan was a spy. Wu Weihan meticulously took notes like a diligent student. These notes became his ticket to promotion and fortune. When Taiwan's intelligence agency received the information, they were thrilled. High-ranking officials personally met Wu Weihan and promised even greater rewards if he could obtain more classified data. Over the next few years, Wu Weihan amassed millions of US dollars through espionage. However, he gave Yu Wanjun only $20,000 and a Swiss watch, which, at the time, still left Yu extremely excited. In 1999, during the Grand Military Parade, China revealed the Dongfeng 31 missile, announcing a maximum range of 12,000 kilometers, capable of reaching Washington, D.C. Shockingly, Western countries showed no concern. Taiwan openly claimed that the missile's real range was only 8,000 kilometers, capable of reaching Hawaii at best, and posing no threat to the U.S. mainland. Only then did China realize that core missile data had been leaked. State security agencies immediately launched a secret investigation. However, thousands of researchers had participated in the project, making the case extremely difficult to crack. The breakthrough came 6 years later, in 2005. One morning, Yu Wanjun's wife was shopping at a market when a $100 bill fell from her pocket. The vendor, unfamiliar with U.S. currency, offered to exchange it at a rate much higher than the bank's. She immediately agreed. This incident caught the attention of defense investigators. Foreign travel had never been arranged for Yu due to security restrictions. So how could his family possess large amounts of U.S. dollars? Police soon discovered that Yu's family regularly exchanged U.S. dollars for Chinese yuan at banks, each time using a different person. This suggested Yu possessed a large cache of foreign currency with a suspicious source. Authorities swiftly arrested Yu Wanjun and his wife, thoroughly searching their home, phone records, and documents. Shortly afterward, Wu Weihan was also arrested. At the hotel where he stayed, investigators found leaked missile data and handwritten notes from their meetings. On November 28, 2008, Wo Weihan and Yu Wanjun were executed by death sentence. During his imprisonment, Wo Weihan repeatedly appealed and attempted to bribe officials with money, but all efforts failed. Even moments before execution, he arrogantly believed foreign forces would pressure China to release him. In reality, he had already become a discarded pawn. Both men could have had brilliant futures and even become respected scientists. Instead, they succumbed to temptation, betrayed their original beliefs, and paid the ultimate price. Final reminder: if you discover any suspicious espionage activities, call 12,339 to report them. Successful reports can earn rewards of up to 500,000 RMB.